Listen up.
Hi, Lucy. Hi, Kel.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to a podcast. Ain't no podcast like a Friday podcast. It's a very Friday to you, Luce.
Hello, big Friday. Hello to you.
It's a very Friday to you, Casey.
Oh, hello, everybody.
And I'm also Friday. Welcome aboard. The podcast is going to start in a bit of a different way, different energy, because we have a special guest joining us straight out the gate.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
On the show earlier this morning, you were talking about, I don't know how we got there. We were talking dream jobs, and then we started talking about llamas, and then there was a llama at reception here at work.
Yeah,
Lucy
Kel was like,
hugged.
do we have an llama here? And I said, I think it was an alpaca. And then I explained the story on the show that years ago there was scientific research done that if you hug an alpaca, it's great for your mental health. And so I think we said on air, does anyone have an alpaca? Then I remember someone from Donvale Christian College called us after the show and said, we have alpacas. They brought the alpaca in. It's huge. We had it in studio and I hugged it during the show. And it smelt beautiful and it felt beautiful and had long eyelashes. I fell in love and we had deep connection, a spiritual connection, this alpaca and I. And then the alpaca went away. And then I think Donvale, like a few weeks later, said, hey, one of our alpacas is having babies. And I was like, I'm here for it. And then we were given the news that babies had been called Lucy and Kel, or Lucy and Super Kel, or like something silly, because I thought Kel would want a more masculine name, which I was... bizarre. And I said, I wonder whatever happened to those alpacas. This morning on the show, I said, I wonder if they're even alive. I had no idea. And then we got a phone call after the show.
Joining us on the podcast, everybody, it's Tilly. Good morning, Tilly.
Good morning.
Tilly, you were listening to our radio show this morning and you heard me talking about one of the alpacas called Lucy, and you called in because you've got some news. Tell me who you are and what is your news?
Yeah, well, I was a student at Donvale Christian College during this time, and I was very involved in their farm program. And they had an alpaca program where they get students in and train them up to help train these alpacas to walk around obstacles and go to shows. And I was lucky enough to be able to train Lucy, the alpaca that you named. So I trained her from a little baby to teach her to go to shows, and I think I showed her a few times, and she was a very lovely alpaca.
Well, Tilly.
Oh my gosh.
So many questions.
So many questions. Now remind me, I had photos of her. Was she like a light coloured one?
Yeah, she was white.
Yeah, she was white. That's right.
Firstly, knowing now that you've spent some quality time with Lucy the alpaca, firstly, I'd love to know, what was Lucy's disposition as
her
an alpaca?
temperament.
Oh, yeah, she was very sweet.
Like mother, like daughter. We're both so lovely.
Bear with me, as I don't know if this is just reserved to camels, but did she spit at people?
Not very often.
Not very often.
No, just like me.
Yes,
sometimes. Just when you have to. So you don't go anymore. You've graduated, right, Tilly?
Yes.
Was it sad to say goodbye to Lucy? Because she sounds like she became like your best friend.
Yeah, well, we were very close, but after a few years, Donvale did sell her.
What? They didn't even ring me? I would have bought her.
Wait.
No, that's a
Donvale
bombshell.
Christian College?
Wait.
I would have bought Lucy.
Wait, listen, this could go very well now or could go very badly. It depends on where the school sold her. Tilly, please, do you know where they may have moved Lucy onto?
Yes, I do know where she is, and I have a bit of a funny story about that.
What? So go
I
on.
saw Donvale when they sold her, and I knew they'd sold her to like a winery that had two other alpacas.
Okay.
Anyway, a few years after that, our family moved house. We did a big move and moved into the country. And we were like, oh, there's a winery like 1 kilometre away from us. We should go. And then I heard from the people at the farm that they had sold Lucy those few years before through that specific winery that we now live 1 kilometre from, the Ripplebrook Winery.
Tell you right
Wait a
now,
second,
Tilly.
stop, wait,
I can tell you right now, Tilly, you
Wait,
couldn't have
wait.
said a better thing.
Wait, because wineries, love that
now,
for me.
like Lucy, like alpaca.
Wait.
Now that we know that Lucy has been moved on to a secondary location,
winery.
another life,
Yeah.
now she's living her best life at a winery.
Which is amazing. So, Tilly, do you know if she's still currently there?
Yes.
Tilly, do you have any idea how old...
my goodness!
We have to go.
Oh, wait,
We're going.
We're going.
We're going.
Tilly, do you have any idea as to how old alpacas live for on average?
They can live for about 20 years.
Whoa.
So you have a lot of time to go and see her.
So 20
she's
years...
like, she'd only be like, how many years old would
Maybe
she be
10?
now? No, it wasn't 10 years ago.
No, I think it was around 2022 maybe.
Yeah, it was only a few years ago we had her in.
So she's only still.
She's spring chicken. She's spring llama.
She's already retired to a winery. Now, before we let you go, Tilly,
my
you've been a
gosh.
wealth of information. Did you ever hear about a llama called Super Kel? Do we know what happened to Kel?
I know about that one as well. I think he was actually named Voltron.
That's it, Voltron.
Yes.
Voltron. That was it. I couldn't remember. It was Voltron/Kel because they wanted.
They wanted
Kel
to name me Kel, but I thought a better name for a llama was Voltron.
That's right.
Now-
They said they wanted Lucy and Kel, I remember now, said no, that's boring. And they went, how about Voltron? And Kel went, yes, I love it. That's
the
right.
greatest name.
So where is Voltron?
Just let's all hold our breath.
Sorry, I'm so excited.
Let's all hold our breath.
This is the best day of my life.
Hopefully something good happened to Voltron.
Okay.
Well, yeah, Voltron got trained as well by one of my friends, but he also did get moved on, and I'm not entirely sure where he ended
We're
up.
not sure. No, that's good. I like a mystery. We're not sure where Voltron
That is classic Kel.
Yeah.
Right? Like Lucy ends up at a winery and Kel just disappears because he's such an introvert. Our alpacas actually are our spirit animals. It's our spirit animals.
Tilly, a couple of things. What you have done is you've started something amazing here because there's no doubt Lucy will now try to track down Lucy. Are we calling them alpacas
They
or
are
llamas?
alpacas. They're alpacas.
Tilly, thank you so much for giving this information to start with. So far we know that Lucy is at a winery somewhere and we've got Voltron who has walked off into the distance and somewhere else.
Yeah.
We must track down Voltron somehow. Tilly, thank you so much for being a part of the podcast. We have to give Tilly something.
Tilly, you are undoubtedly our listener of the week. You get yourself a limited Lucy and Kel car air freshener. But not only that, you are the listener of my life. I don't even know. I don't even know what else to give you. I want to give you whatever you want or need in life.
right.
Tilly, I love you.
Thank you, Tilly.
And this is the single best phone call I've ever received in radio.
Yep.
Thank you so much for calling. We're going to stay in touch with you, Tilly.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, deep breaths, decompress, take it easy. What a big moment for you, Luce.
It was amazing. That was amazing. What a show. What a day. What a week. What a way to end the podcast.
With all this information about where Lucy the alpaca is and the question marks around where Voltron has gone, obviously we'll have to continue the search, figure out what winery we're talking about. I don't think we'll have to twist Lucy's arm to get down to the winery.
I'm not even here. In my head, I'm gone. I'm actually on their website.
So stay tuned for the next episode of this podcast. Full disclosure, we are having a bit of a break next week, which will give us ample time to work out where Lucy is and how we get Lucy down to meet Lucy again.
Yeah.
And
Reunited.
whatever happened to Voltron.
My soulmate, my soul sister.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I can't believe it's crazy.
We'll be back in a week's time with an update on Lucy the alpaca and the mysterious whereabouts, hopefully, of what happened to Voltron. I hope it's a happy ending for Voltron.
The Lucy and Kel Podcast.
I've got a news story here. The exact age Gen Z consider you to be old has been revealed. Yes, a poll of 4,000 people has revealed how different generations perceive aging. Gen Z have decided what that age of being old is.
I think the reason that I'm old is I don't know how old Gen Z are. How old are Gen Z? Early 20s? Are you Gen Z? Producer
she
Casey?
is.
All right, early 20s.
Early
Let's just
20s.
say early 20s.
Yeah.
I remember back in my early 20s when my grandparents were 50, I thought, well, it's been a great life for them. If you get to 51, that's pretty good.
My grandma died at like 52.
Yeah, and that was ancient.
And the photos of her in the UK back in those days, she looks 152.
Yeah. We
She's a
have
little
definitely-
wizened white head, and it's wild now because 52 people who are 52 are like the hottest.
I'm almost 50. My grandfather, I think, retired at 50.
Yeah. Those were the days, weren't they?
I'm going to be working until I'm 105.
Let me give you some, before I tell you the age, I just want to give you some stats of some other things the Gen Zs have said. Gen Z have said, you no longer look good wearing the latest fashion.
If
By
you're
the
old.
age of
Oh, you no longer look good wearing the latest fashion
This
by
is
the age
surprising.
of...
56.
Oh, I
So
thought it'd
that's
be-
pretty good. I thought they'd be like, if you're 30, you're
Yeah.
over the hill.
That's very generous.
So that's pretty amazing,
Very
isn't
generous.
it?
Lucy's got a few years left.
A lot of Gen Zers who are aged 18 to 29, there you go, don't think that they're going to look good when they're old.
I think you'll just look better. I think the way things are going.
Yeah.
I think people
100%.
in their 70s will look 30 in the next couple of
I
decades.
know. I hope that for me. I hope that they figure some tech out in the next couple of years. If we can just stall this aging process.
If we can just put it in a bottle that Lucy could drink.
like, just call it the Kris Jenner method, and I just, like, that would be iconic.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, she's the Kardashians' mum.
No, that's why I don't know who
And
that is.
she looks amazing at her age.
Does
But she got all the money in the world to do that. Gen Z believe that the adaptation to technology, the struggle begins at age 59 is what they believe. No,
Wow.
guys, it begins a lot earlier.
Producer Casey,
It's like-
Casey is constantly helping us
Yeah,
with
I would say
technology.
the struggle to adapt to tech, I honestly think it hits 40 and you're done. And because tech is changing so quickly now. Okay, but this is the age. Are you ready? Drum roll.
So say the statement again.
The exact age Gen Z considers old,
Is...
62.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Do you know what? I thought Gen Z is quite...
I thought they were going to be snarky.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be like, if you're 35, you're over it. Get out. Go away. Like, I thought they'd be a bit like that.
I used to think that, and I'm a Gen Xer.
So 62 is pretty good. Is 62 old?
Is 62 old?
When I'm 62, I won't believe it's old.
I'm 13 years off 62.
Oh, my gosh, that's terrifying.
Well, look at this reaction. What's going on there?
We're not old. I refuse to be old. You're only as old
Well,
as
you think
feel.
62 is old then? If
No,
that's your
I
reaction.
think old is 89. 89.9. I'm in such a Friday mood. I'm so sorry, guys. Hang on,
All
because this
upper level
morning's show
management
is
are going,
just
well
off the
done,
rails.
Lucy, well done.
I know.
Great job.
Look, she's embedded
Great
with
job. Duh, she lives the brand. Well done.
Lives the brand.
Oh, well done. Yes. Anyway, it's work from home Friday. Anyway, come on now. Come back to us.
Okay, listen, this is what
You're
I
hoping to get to the age of
Oh,
89.9.
gosh. This is what I want to talk about this morning. The age when you knew you were getting old, though, because I want to tell you, I think I hit 44 and my back started feeling bad. And I went to my chiro and I said, I'm 44. And he goes, yes, the age it all falls apart. He goes, 40 onwards, it falls apart. But I still didn't feel old. I did feel old recently, and I'll tell you why. And this is the thing that signifies me getting old. And this is what I want to ask you all this morning. How do you know you're getting old? What is it? Did you have to go to the doctor and go, I've got plantar fasciitis? And then you're like, oh no, I'm old. For me, it was this. I found myself Googling this phrase, best quilt for perimenopausal woman. And I put that into Google, and Google gave me a list of the best quilts that I should purchase as a woman who overheats in bed.
That's how you know you're getting old.
And then I sat there and I was like, this is where you're at, Lucy. You used to be cool and fun once, and now you're Googling best quilt for a perimenopausal woman. That's how I knew I was old, when I Googled that phrase. Kel, when did you know you were getting old?
Shout out to my mum and dad. I was there in the early stages of this week just doing some stuff around the house.
He was doing their gardening because
Now,
he's a son of the year.
Listen, I already know that my eyesight isn't all it could be.
No.
So I'm doing, what am I doing? You'll have to explain it to me. I'm doing the thing where you have to hold things a long way away
Yeah,
from yourself.
because he's short-sighted.
Short-sighted.
So he's
hard to-
long-sighted.
Long-sighted. It's hard to read small things for me at
Yeah.
the moment, and it's only getting worse, so I know I'm going to have to get some glasses. But my mum and dad are at the stage of their life where mum actually pulled out a magnifying glass the other day, and I know I'm getting old because I thought to myself, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Walking around with a magnifying glass would make my life a lot easier. That's how I know I'm getting old.
At the shops yesterday, I was flipping over. I like to look at the nutrition panel on food because I'm checking different things. I've got some allergies, and I flipped over a nutrition panel. No, there was no distance I could hold
The
it.
writing on some things is so small.
It was so small.
It's out to get you.
It was so small.
It's
not even
actively attacking your age.
Not even Stuart Little could have deciphered this nutrition
But
panel.
if you want to feel super old, give that packet to your 12-year-old
And they're like, you know.
they'll read it.
But I needed
Without
to see
even
what was
thinking.
in it, and I held it away, and it got blurrier, and I actually was so distressed I put the packet down and walked away, and I was like, you can't even read anymore, Holmes. You're that old. Darren and Craigieburn just texted saying, I knew I was getting old when I hurt my back through sneezing.
Yes, if you throw your back out by doing something normal,
Yeah.
you're getting old.
Jazz in Brunswick texted in and said, when a night out in the city means dinner at 6 and home before 8.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's living the dream.
Or somebody offers you a night out in the city and you immediately think about being in bed.
Yeah, or you go, it's got to drive there, park.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff
I
on
don't know.
Netflix that I want to take care of.
Karen from Point Cook goes, I know I was getting old when I got excited about my new vacuum and I spent the afternoon showing the family how quiet it was.
I get that. I get that.
I love that.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than a good vacuum.
We got excited about our new letterbox.
Yeah, we're so excited about new letterbox. It can take parcels.
Oh, now I understand why the kids look at me the way they do.
I'm so old, I've got these pot plants by the door, and I'm so old I bought fake plants to go in them.
Yeah. And we're excited about that.
And I'm like, look at my fake plants, they look real. Oh, goodness gracious me. Jennifer on the text also says, Lucy, I'm 60. During my 50s, I ran 5 to 10K each morning, and I walked 7K with my dog, but now I run 3 and walk 7. So I'm slowing down.
Is that
I'm
all?
just running 7. I'm so old. Jennifer, stop it. You beautiful thing. Jeff goes, I've become my father. 28 years ago, years after my dad died, I shaved for the first time in decades. I went to my sister's house and she greeted me with, hello, Dad.
Oh, yes, you start to look like your dad.
You look like your dad. That's
Or,
it.
in some cases, a lot of men start to look like their mum as they get older.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
This is a thing?
Pretty sure.
No.
Yeah.
Have you heard this, Casey?
Yeah.
You don't look like your mum, Kel.
I think older men start to look like their mum.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
You were making that up.
No, I'm not talking about like obviously I have no hair.
No,
But I'm
obviously.
just the features and the
But though, that dress you're wearing does look like your mum's.
beautiful. No one is ever
Oh, Lucy, joke of the day, joke
No
of the
one-
day, joke of the day.
no one is ever more excited about being funny than Lucy.
Adrian's just texted in going, I realised I was old when the candles cost more than the cake. Or when you go, I can't have this cake, it's too rich.
We've got to get to some phone
Okay.
calls.
All right, okay,
It's
so
very
we're having
patient
too
people.
much fun
No,
today.
it's always a great problem to have.
Elena and Melton, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning.
You have a tip for me for not being able to see things on labels.
Absolutely. So I'm actually vegan, and a lot of the time just looking at ingredients. I'm 64. By the way, I don't feel old,
No.
but I normally take a screenshot of the ingredients, put the packet down, look at the photo, zoom it in, and voila.
Yes, the mobile phone has come in
The
very handy.
Zoom. Why have I
Very
not
handy.
been taking photos and zooming?
I think a lot of people in their 60s, most of their photos will probably be photos of the back of packages. Yeah. And just zoom in, and all of a sudden, you can see again. Well
Yeah.
done, Eleanor, and you
Iconic.
don't sound old at all.
No, you're not old.
You
You're
sound
not
like
old.
you could be running 3 kilometres a day.
Paul and Warrigal, welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how you going?
Good. How did you know you were getting old?
That's the difference between saying I fell over and I had a fall.
Absolutely.
That is very true and horrifically sad.
Absolutely. And sometimes when you're younger, you fall over and you might fall like down 3 flights of steps and then it's just a normal day after that. But
Yeah.
you could fall down over a rug in your 60s and you're off to hospital.
Oh, that's so true. Hey,
Well done.
give Paul a listener of the week,
Ah,
car air freshener, because you made me
congratulations,
belly
Paul.
laugh there, Paul. Very nice.
I've fallen down and I can't get up is another phrase when you're older. Is this Chris, producer Casey?
yes, Chris and Bacchus Marsh. Morning, Chris.
Hang on, I've got to...
Good morning, guys.
All right. Did you know when you were getting old? Around about what age?
Yeah. Oh, look, I didn't think I was getting old at 44, but when my optometrist turned around and said to me, look, don't take it personally, but he goes, you are getting old.
Yeah.
And I just nearly fell off the chair. But now I know I'm getting old. I've got an 89-year-old mother who has to read the labels for me at the supermarket. And every time she sees an old person who's not that old, she'll say, look, those people are old.
There are a lot of older people that actually get through the system and feel quite young into their 80s.
Yeah.
And are doing push-ups and sit-ups and putting the rest of us to shame, Chris.
Yeah.
Look, fight the good fight, Chris. Even in your 40s, I think in your 40s it hits for the first time and you do get surprised by how old you feel. But I feel like it kind of actually maybe regain a bit of life into your 50s and 60s
Yeah, I think
because you get used to it.
I think so.
I think there's hope on the horizon. If you're in your 40s...
There's always hope.
Yeah, and you start to get into your 50s and 60s, you might learn how to live with it a bit better and you maybe reverse age a little bit.
The Lucy and Kel podcast. You're going to love this next bit. Oh, spoiler alert. Survey says.
And this is something Casey and I have come up with. We don't know we're coming up with talk topics and conversations and things to talk about with the Light family. It just happens. And the question this morning is a pretty obvious question. What are you mugging? What are you mugging? 1300 777 899.
A phrase kids are saying?
People be mugging loose.
Well, you paint your mug means to do your
You're
makeup.
mugging right now. No, let me explain. Casey, even though it's not part of her job description, and we have settled that in a previous podcast with the head of HR, who said to you in clear sentences and phrases that you could understand, Lucy, it is not Casey's job to provide you with never-ending teas. However, out of the kindness of Casey's heart, she does coffees for me and Lucy in the morning and then continuous teas for Lucy throughout the show. Don't roll your eyes.
How funny, though. How funny that he just slips in there that you get coffees made for you by Casey. But the issue is me having them made, but you benefit from this as well.
It's not an issue.
This arrangement you benefit from.
It's not an issue. I'm grateful that she does it out of the kindness of her heart.
As am I.
You
As
demanded.
am I. as Ed Sheeran would sing.
Anyway, let's cut to the chase. Casey comes in, and Casey has never said a bad thing about Lucy, which is extraordinary. Just everything is so positive. And she waltzes into the studio this morning and says, check out how cool Lucy's mug is.
Yeah.
Now, the surprising thing, you know, if you've played the long game, Lucy loves mugging.
I love mugs.
Loves the mugs, has a good mugging game. The mug that she's actually drinking out of here in the studio is a reject. It has not made the cut at home.
It's the mugs Lucy rejects that makes Lucy's work mugs the best.
But Casey can't understand that because she said this mug is so amazing. And I said, I know, she's got a very high standard at home.
High standard mugs. I got a high standard mugs. I love mugs. I like one-off mugs. So I do have a little set of matching mugs.
Bespoke.
If I was ever to have 4 people over and I wanted 4 mugs, I've got those.
Oh, and I know there's secret mugs that we give to people and there's mugs we don't give to people.
Yeah, so there's these beautiful like pottery terracotta Robert Gordon mugs that they come out when guests are over. Oh, look at your fancy mugs. When there's no guests, I have 30 other mugs to choose from. They're all one-offs and they've all probably come from TK Maxx, to be honest.
There's also different themes.
There's different themes. There's different
holiday
sizes.
mugs.
Yes, I've got like
Christmas mugs, Valentine's Day mugs.
Yes, I've got mugs like Les Miserables mugs. I've got mugs, Hamilton the Musical mugs. I've got big mugs, little mugs, small cup of tea mugs, and then giant bucket of tea mugs.
What's wrong with the mug that you're having right now? Because, again, I would agree with Casey. This is in any other person's hand, this would be their favourite mug.
Well,
but you've decided it's only worth using here at work.
See, this is it. I bought a new mug home the other day, which is kind of this pottery mug that says, "Stay golden, girl." And I was like, yes, queen. And I have this big drawer that I pull out and all my mugs sit in there and there's an organisation to the mugs, but it is maxed out.
Yeah, every now and then, because I pull out the mugs from the dishwasher or I'm cleaning up the mugs, I'm like, babes, one of them has to go.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Survivor.
Yeah, and so because new mug came in, I had to sit there and decide which one of the 30 mugs was going. And so this mug is the reject mug that I said, it's too nice to chuck. And I thought, you know what, I'll take it to work and it can be a nice work mug. But it was my least favourite home mug. But it is nice because it has got a glazed top, so it keeps the heat. It is kind of clay and pottery, very nice pink. It's got a sun on it, I like. But I just didn't like it at home. But at work, I love it.
I will say there could be worse places the mug could be. I think there's 4 stages of Lucy's mugs. There's Lucy's favourite, so you're in the limelight. You're
Do you know
being
my
used.
favourite at the moment? Just pick it.
It's the one that you just talked about. The Stay Golden, I would have thought.
No, that's not favourite.
That's not your favourite?
No.
Even though it's your newest mug?
Yeah, no. My favourite is...
There's so many of them.
It's the red one that's got matches all in it, and it says like the perfect match, or you light me up. It's a Valentine's Day mug.
I don't think I've seen
it's
that
that
one.
red one.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure not to break that one. So there's 4 levels of muggery with Lucy. There's the mugs that she's utilising in rotation. There's the mugs that then go to what I like to call the cupboard of shame.
Yes.
There's a cupboard of shame where mugs go to disappear, just to be forgotten about. Some mugs, like the mug we have here, is lucky enough to make it to a secondary job, which is the mug at the studio.
Yep.
That won't last forever. And then, of course, yes, the mugs you throw away.
Or also, you've forgotten the mugs I put on my buy, swap, sell page, and other people come
and do they get
them.
snapped up?
Yeah. I'm like, come and get these mugs.
I love that you have a passion for mugs. I understand that...
It's problematic. I love them.
I love that a mug can make a coffee or make a tea.
It does, and it's all about the handhold. It's all about the handle. It's all about the size of it, the girth. It's got to be good.
So survey says this morning, because I don't know, I haven't really paid a lot of attention to how Casey rolls.
Survey says.
Just off the top of your head, is Casey mugging? Does Casey have mugs?
At home or here? Not here.
Not here.
She doesn't have them here.
Do you have, I'll put you live to the radio this morning. Good morning, Casey.
Good morning, guys.
Do you have mugs? I didn't even ask you this question when we're having a conversation.
Oh, yeah, I'm a hardcore mugger.
Oh, well, why don't you bring a mug in? Have you got a mug in here?
I actually had one in my work bag to bring, but it's still in my car.
You two should have a mug
Is it
off.
a SpongeBob SquarePants mug?
That was a Pooh Bear one.
Pooh Bear mug, of
Pooh Bear's
course.
good.
Yeah,
All
she's torn between two loves, SpongeBob and Pooh. It's a battle of the ages.
A lot of people are texting through with photos of their mugs, Liz.
Yeah, some lovely photos coming through. Kathy has sent one in saying she's a mug collector and she's a serious mugger. Her best flex is her collection of mugs with class names all over it. Had them made each year and they were my mug at school for that year. The kids loved it and now I have all those memories.
Made specifically mugs.
Yeah, so I can see it's like it's like one of those, what's a name for those things? Like
Yeah, I
a
know what
word
you're talking
cloud
about.
or
Yeah.
something.
No, that's exactly what it is.
Is it?
A word
And
cloud.
I can see she showed me this year, I guess it's this year's, it says Bailey, Jana, Layla, Georgie, Tegan, Alex, Anne Marie, Jaden! No, it doesn't say Jaden.
Can I
I just
also
wanted to say that.
the colours used could easily be, you could be drinking this around Christmas time.
Because blue is so Christmassy.
Is it blue?
That's blue, my
I'm seeing
friend.
green. Maybe I need to go to the
Casey,
doctors.
is that blue?
No, I'm
yeah,
seeing
it's blue.
green and red.
Casey, it's blue.
Maybe it's one of those magical cups.
Maybe you're colourblind and you didn't know.
Maybe I've been colourblind this whole time.
Would explain the dress sense.
Anyway, thank you, Kathy.
That's great, Kathy. I love it. Juliet says no favourite mug. Juliet, you got to get a favourite mug.
I think
Juliet, you got to get a favourite
Juliet,
mug.
I think it's one or the other. I think you're like me. You're either super into it and all of a sudden you got 30 mugs because mugs are very collectible. Or you're just like me and you're like, a mug is a mug is a mug.
Should I go home and do a video and show my mug collection?
There's
and then
so many.
I'll put it on my socials tonight and you'll understand.
Can you promise me that you'll start the video by going, hi guys, just jumping on because you're all asking me about my mugs?
Yes. Hi, guys. So many DMs about my mug collection. Yeah, I'll do that. Vanessa sent one and it is of a doggy. It's her dog. It's a service doggy.
I think you do that in a heartbeat.
A little lab.
If we had the technology
That's
right
a
now
baby.
to put your dogs on a mug,
You'd
you'd do it in a heartbeat.
100. But the thing is, it's got to be a good mug.
Would you drink out the top of the head of a mug that was in the shape of your dog?
Yes, 100%. And then the lovely Jennifer sent me a collection of just 4 mugs. Jennifer, you've got to keep up.
No, I like it. I like it.
She's got a good one.
very
There's dogs.
controllable.
There's a Mickey Mouse. Yes, there's another dogs. I do like the Snoopy one. I'll give that one. I'll rate the size of that one is good.
We have a fun game at home where if I'm making a cup of tea for Lucy and I select a mug, she'll say, no, wrong.
He'll
but she
hold it
won't
up.
she won't tell me which one's the right one.
And then he'll go back. We play hot or colder, and he'll go back to the
But
drawer, and
there's
I'll
like
go warmer,
38 mugs.
and he'll pick up another mug. I'll go, nah, it's the funnest game to play.
38 mugs. It takes like 45
It's
minutes.
the funnest game to
get
play.
to the right mug.
Anyway, thanks for keep sending your mugs through.
Yes.
Do we need to do a Lucy and Kel breakfast mug?
We've done so many things this week. We've got
I
a
know.
stable table on the go, and now you want to do bespoke Lucy and Kel mugs. Where are you getting the budget for all this?
I've been paying for it. Oh, you're not going to like to know that.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Tasmania is offering people some odd jobs, some new jobs, some jobs that exceed the average 9 to 5. Some of them are volunteer-based. In fact, I think most are volunteer-based.
That's all right,
But
though. They can still be a dream occupation.
they have advertised for people to do wine tasting. They need an official wine taster.
Sign me up.
Thought you'd do that. Even if you made no money, went bankrupt, you're like, bye.
That is adjacent to a dream job, which I believe is like the restaurant reviewer. That's a dream job.
Yes. Yeah. Well, isn't it?
Especially if you're a secret one.
Yeah.
Like you're a undercover sort of secret life where you go into different restaurants and you rate their food.
But this is the one that has gone viral again. Would you like to apply for the job of wombat walker?
Wait.
Yep.
So are we actually walking wombats on a leash, or is it walking around the area in which wombats reside?
Well, you have a task of guiding the wombats on their morning waddles.
Yes, please. I think that'd be a great job.
I don't understand what that entails,
Well, look.
but you're with them
Whereabouts
and
is
they're
it?
waddling in Tassie, which is
Beautiful.
stunning.
You're outside, you're in Tasmania, you're in amongst nature, and you're waddling with wombats. That sounds like a pretty good job.
Wombats are very vicious. I know
No, they're only vicious if you corner them in their den.
Not necessarily. I had a friend who worked at Lone
Attacked
Pine
by a
Koala
wombat?
Sanctuary, and they were bitten by a wombat and had a huge scar on the legs.
Well, you've brought to the table that they're vicious. I bring to the table that their poo
Is square.
is rectangle.
Everyone on the world knows this.
It's very efficient.
It's square poo, not rectangle, have you know.
Okay, so
I've measured it.
You're the expert.
That is someone's dream job. Walking wombats, being a wombat walker.
Waddling wombats.
Waddling wombats.
That's
a dream job.
I wouldn't mind that job.
In fact, we were talking to Shane O'Bassett earlier.
About the Oscars.
And Shane, reviewing movies.
What's he doing?
Reviewing movies.
Yes.
And talking to celebs.
Yes.
Is his passion and his dream job.
We're fortunate enough to have chats with him outside of our interviews, and he said he's on record that his whole life growing up was movies.
Yeah, it's his dream job.
He actually is one of those individuals that said, I'm just going to make this my life.
And he does.
And it's more like he made it his life and then it became a job.
I know, and it's his dream.
It's his dream job, and now he's on Sky News, he's on 3AW, he's with us, he's doing all the red carpets.
In fact, the job theme is strong with us because on Lucy and Kel, we've just started advertising this new thing called Lucy and Kel's Jobs of the Week. So if you head to thelight.com.au, you can actually, if you've got jobs you want us to talk about, you can actually sign up over there. I bumped into a listener the other day at Eastland and she stopped me and she said, love the show. She said she loved yours and mine's banter.
Oh, the banter.
And I dug out of my handbag some Lucy and Kel stickers because now I carry Lucy and Kel stickers everywhere and kids get stickers when they stop me. I love that. And as I was giving her the sticker, I found myself saying, doing this show and having done it for 18 years truly is my dream job. I said, I still pinch myself every morning that I get to create and present this show. It's my dream job.
Radio's pretty good.
And she said, oh, look, it's not wombat walking. And I said, yeah, you got me there. It's not. And I also don't do square poo, but it is a dream job.
I've always felt, and I don't know, I think it's because I'm on holidays at the time, but I've always felt a dream job would be, you know, there's one person, I think they call it the concierge, but you always see them. There's one person at every hotel overseas in a tropical destination who is the guy or the woman that has all the connections. So if you need to do anything or go anywhere, or they're just the person that comes up and says, hello, Mrs. Holmes, is everything okay? Yep.
You want that job?
I just want to be the person that kind of just lives at the hotel and has all the answers. And then also gets to enjoy the hotel. And you're also in like Bali or you're overseas in Thailand.
Have you ever watched, you've never watched White Lotus because you wouldn't want to be concierge.
You wouldn't want to?
No, I think they die.
Oh, okay.
I think I'd be great as a concierge, by the way.
It just seems like a dream job because the weather's fantastic and you're always in a hotel
and,
and
like,
everyone
hey,
around you's so happy.
They're like, where can I go for dinner? You're like, leave it with me. I'll reserve a table for two at Levels.
You know everybody.
Yeah,
You've got all the connections.
That's right. And you make everything's not a problem.
It's probably not at all like that.
No, it's people yelling at you and screaming.
That's how I feel like it is. Yeah.
Dream jobs. Casey, is this your dream job?
Oh, steady. Question without notice.
Casey, what's your dream job?
Radio. Working for Lucy and Kel.
Oh.
No, don't. She's been very well trained.
Truly is. I would like to know, Light Family.
She's like getting cups of tea for Lucy every 15 minutes.
It's my dream job.
Is my dream
When I
job.
went to school, I thought, I hope one day I can make copious amounts of tea for a blonde lady. William has said, my dream job is not in pharmacy. So he's obviously there, but he does want to work in a disability school or be a support worker. That's very noble. It's wonderful, William, and you can make that happen.
I know a lot of mums and dads who would love their kids to be working at their own pharmacy. That was one of the dream jobs of many parents.
My mum wanted to have a doctor, a lawyer and a hairdresser.
Yeah. Those sorts of types of jobs for mums and dads, like, that's my dream job for you, son.
Mum wanted one of us to do her hair, one of us to just be a lawyer and one to be a doctor to help her.
Yep.
And that did not happen.
Did not work out that way?
No, not at all. A message from Lindsay in Maribyrnong. Hello, Lindsay. Lindsay goes, dream job. I've been working in early childhood for 20 years now and I own and operate my own childcare centre and I honestly think it's my calling and I'm living the dream. It's full of challenges, but I just love children and families. Lindsay?
That is true for a lot of people.
Lindsay.
Working with kids, I don't think I could think of anything I'd rather do less.
Careful.
No, I love my own kids.
I know.
I'm just saying my mum was a primary school teacher.
You've got to have the patience of a saint.
There are some people that cannot get enough of being educators of children, and I love that. That's what the best school teachers come out of that.
Yeah, and they've got the cool teachers.
The cool school teachers.
They got it, and they all deserve pay rises. I'll just say that. They all deserve pay rises. I am loving all these messages coming through. I've lost
We'll get to the last calls very shortly, but
Yep.
right now a few actual calls from Sarah in Roxburgh Park. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, guys. Good to talk to you.
Because your dream job is?
A primary school teacher, and I've been doing it for over 35 years.
Oh, wow.
Now, can you actually describe what it is you love? Is it the kids? Is that what you love about the job, or is it something about educating people and letting them learn? What is it?
It's the kids, but also my brother had quite bad, severe learning difficulties because of circumstances, and I wanted to make a difference, and that's what I feel like I do.
Well done, Sarah.
What's your favourite year to teach, Sarah?
Probably grade 3, 4.
3 and 4.
Before the hormones kick in. Before the hormones kick in. But you do have to deal with 6, 7 all the time.
Well done, Sarah.
Swings and roundabouts.
As we spoke about before, and Sarah sort of touched on it there, a definite calling for Sarah.
100%.
To be able to have educated kids for over 35 years. Well done, Sarah.
Sir Rodney in Burwood joins us. Hello, Sir Rodney.
Good morning, Lucy and Kel.
Very good.
Sir Rodney, what's your dream job? Are you doing it?
I'm doing it. I always liked photography growing up and liked macro, and I've been working as a photographer at Museums Victoria now in my 41st year and love it every day.
Rodney, that sounds like an epic job. I have seen people at the museum, and I've often thought that might be a dream job.
What is the job? I don't understand it specifically.
Well, we take photos of objects. We go out in the field and document things. A time lapse of worms aerating soil, which is in our new Wondrous Planet exhibition.
So you're working on exhibitions and cataloguing things for the museum.
So you make the visual displays.
Yeah, we do a lot of the photography for the exhibitions publications, and it's just such a variety and wonderful objects. And
when you walk around...
I love the museum. I'm obsessed with it.
I was going to say, when you walk around the museum, you're like, I could work here in a heartbeat.
What's that the big dinosaur at the very back, that big one? What's that one? Is it the mammoth or what's the one?
Yeah, they've just got the Triceratops.
The Triceratops. I'm obsessed with that room. Did you get to shoot that? Did you get to photograph that, Rodney?
One of my colleagues had to photograph every bone in 6 different views.
Wow.
I'm obsessed with that dinosaur. I think that sounds like a dream job for anyone. I mean, obviously, Rodney, that's amazing.
Well done, Rodney. Thank you for letting us know your dream job.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
And dare I say, at the end of another successful podcast for a Friday, well podcasted, everybody. Well podcasted, Luce.
What a day.
Well podcasted, Casey.
A day it was indeed.
If you'd listened to the start of the podcast, and no doubt you did, if you'd gotten this far.
Yeah, you wouldn't be here if you didn't listen.
You never know. People might just tune in for the last bit.
Yeah.
If you're interested in finding out the next steps in trying to locate Lucy the Alpaca and Voltron, obviously a very long story that's been going on for quite some time. We've reconnected with Tilly at the start of the podcast. We found out some more details. In about a week's time, we will be relaunching the investigation, which will be exciting.
Lucy was a show alpaca. She went and did shows. Like, I do shows. Why are we so connected?
You love wineries.
I love wineries.
It's like same. We'll find out more in about a week's time. Why are we taking a week off podcasting, Luce? It's because it's a special time of the year for the station.
The Lucy and Kel podcast is under the banner of Positive Media and 89.9 The Light, which is community-funded radio station, and it stops down a few times a year to raise money to stay on the air, do all the great work it does. It's the most listened to and largest community station in the whole of Australia, and the listeners have kept it on air for 25 years, and so we'll be stopping down next year. So if you do love the podcast, please know that it's only on air because of the work of The Light and because of donations. So make sure you tune in to the live radio show next week and give, or you can give early at thelight.com.au. Obviously, podcasts are free, but it does cost to run them. So if you'd like to keep this podcast happening and keep the radio show happening, then head to thelight.com.au.
And on that bombshell, it's time to wrap up the podcast for the week. Have a great rest of whatever time of the day it is for you. And until we meet again, everybody.
Well, that's all for now, but you can download more podcasts anytime or catch Lucy and Kel live weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on 89.9 The Light.
This is the end bit. This is the end bit.
Woo!
This is the end bit of the show.
And bit.